I'm here to talk a little bit about the Great Barrier Reef, its status, what it is, all that good stuff. The Great Barrier Reef is over 132,000 square miles. It's made up of 600 different types of coral and accounts for thousands of different reefs and islands and arguably the most diverse ecosystem in the world. This wonder of the world is dying rapidly, and we could see the end of it in our lifetimes. This could bring on cascade failure to a degree that's not been seen since the age of man began. First, we'll talk about what the Great Barrier Reef is. According to the United Nations Educational, Scientific, and Cultural Organization, the Great Barrier Reef is home to over 1,500 species of fish and 4,000 types of mollusks. It is also the habitat for endangered species such as the dugong and the large green sea turtle. The Great Barrier Reef accounts for tens of thousands of marine terrestrial species. Many of these species are currently being studied as part of a global conservation movement. 6 of the world's 7 species of marine turtles reside in the Great Barrier Reef. Queensland is responsible for taking care of the reef and has 99% of the reef declared as a national park. The reef is roughly the size of 70 million football fields. Let's move on to talk about how the reef is in trouble. According to researchers who have studied the Great Barrier Reef, in the article Structural and Psychosocial Limits to Climate Change Adaptation in the Great Barrier Reef Region, adaptation has limits when it comes to climate change. While the reef is fighting climate change as it has been for thousands of years, there are new issues arising that it must also deal with, such as people fishing the reefs, as well as tourism, which can stress out the ecosystem. Pigott, McKellar, and McNamara believe that that this has sprouted a type of last chance tourism, meaning that people are making special trips to these places that are dying before they're gone from the world forever. They believe that this type of tourism is still considered moderate to low risk, whereas coral bleaching disease and climate change is still the main concern. Coral bleaching occurs when the water is too warm. It is the process of corals expelling the algae that lives in their tissues, which cause the coral to turn white. The bleaching process itself is normal, however, they are under more stress and subject to death during this time. This is just a little chart of the different reefs and how much they have been impacted. You can see that the northern section has been bleached most severely due to the warmer waters. More shallow, less than 1% of that northern part is not bleached, whereas the southern part, 25% is not bleached. This brings me to my last point that I would like to make: cascade failure. The technical term for cascade failure means to have a failure in a system of interconnected parts in which said failure can trigger failures of successive parts. This relates to the Great Barrier Reef in many ways, but I'll name just a few. First, we need to think of the reef as ground zero. The organisms that cannot survive due to these changes are a food source for others. Then those then die due to not having their said food source. This goes all the way up the chain until there is no life other than that they can produce their own food. This is one branch of cascade failure. According to Brody and Pearson, the reef is worth $15 to $20 billion per year to the Australian economy. And it also provides approximately 64,000 full-time jobs. With the reef gone and dead, this would also affect the local economy. This process can, by ways of cascade failure, continue forever until something breaks the chain. If the reef is gone, you can expect to see the rest of the world change, whether slowly or quickly.